Hi, it's Ali here. I'm just jumping on with another quick one like I did the other day. I'm just going to do a card, and I'm going to do it with one of our new IMALAs. So you're getting a sneaky peek of what's coming on Monday. I'm sure that you will have watched Tony's live earlier on, and also our Kylie's been doing some lives as well using the stamps. So you're going to have seen a few bits and pieces. So I'm going to be using the Why Not, which is this one. This is one of my favourite ones. I think it's brilliant. Love it. And I'm also going to be using the art blocks as well, which is this one. So this is going to be my background and the girls. Okay. So I'm not going to be chattering too much as per usual. I'm going to be doing mostly crafting so that you can see what I do, and then you can have a go yourself when you get your stamps next week. So the first thing that I'm going to do is bring in the paper that I'm using. I'm going to create a background. So our Sandra Carey, she's one of the fantastic DTs with us. She did a technique the other day which I thought was absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to pinch it off her for the background for this. So I'm going to use these art blocks first, and I'm going to put them in the background like this. So if you want to go and have a look at our Sandra's website, I'll put a link to it when I pop it in Eureka's. I'll pop a link to Sandra's, and you can go and have a look at her fantastic videos as well. Okay, so I've lined those up where I want them to go, and then I'm just going to ink those up. So I'm using the picked raspberry oxide. I'm just going to, as our Carly says, I'm just going to fingertip dance over the stamp, and then I'm just going to do that again because I want it to be a little bit more ink on there for the technique that I'm going to do. So yeah, that'll do. Let's pop that to one side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it with water. Okay, and I'm just going to let that do its thing for a second whilst I just clean my stamp. Bear with me. So I need to pop these stamps away before I use the other ones. Okay, and then I'm just going to, oopsie daisy, just going to bring in that sheet of paper and wipe over, so you can see that it created that fabulous watercoloured background there, which I absolutely love. So thank you, Sandra, for the idea. Okay, and I'm just going to blast that off with a heat tool, so just bear with me 1 second, please. Okie dokie, so that's the first layer, if you will. So what I'm going to do next is add a little bit more interest with a second layer. So I'm going to use this fantastic stencil that I made myself. It's actually when I was changing the glue stick for my glue gun, all the glue started coming out because I wanted to give it a good clean, because I'd been using some white glue. So when it came out, I just sort of went like that, and I thought, oh, I like the look of that. and I have used it as a stencil a couple of times now, so it just goes to show that you can use absolutely anything. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use the lighter of the Distress Oxide. I'm going to use the worn lipstick, and all I'm doing is just building a few layers, nothing heavy or complicated. Stacey. I'm just using a brush to do that with. Okay, and all that's doing is just giving me another layer of interest. I think that looks really cool. Okay, just pop that to one side, and then I'm going to pop on another layer, slightly darker. All it's doing is I'm just kind of giving the effects of layers, and if you put a darker colour on, it brings it forward as well. So and it doesn't have to be really dark, just want the impression. Okay, so you're getting fabulous background there. Okay, so before I do anything else, because I also want to use some texture paste, I'm going to pop the stamp onto background. So I'm going to use the dress, because that was my favourite. So you've got the one with the trouser suit and the one with the dress, and I really like this one, so I'm going to pop her on there. Okay, and I want to leave some room for a sentiment, so we'll get her all stamped on. So because I'm going to be using more watercolours, I'm going to be using the VersaFine stamp pad. Okay, Pink Dip Dancing. I'm just going to do that one more time, so I just want it to be absolutely crisp. Okay. Pop her off like so. I'm just going to get my sentiment, bear with me a second. Okay. So I'm going to be using this sentiment, which is part of the Beautiful Inside and Out 2, which is Phoebe, and I'm going to be using the Best Way to Predict the Future is to Create It, which I think is a brilliant sentiment. So I'm just going to pop these the right way around. I like to try and look after my stamps. And then okay, so before I do anything with texture paste, I'm going to do everything that I need to do with my watercolouring. So I'm just going to grab my paintbrush, and I'm going to use Distress Oxides. So I've decided the palette that I was going to use was pink and blue and peach. So let's pop just a little bit of brown for her hair, and I'm going to be using watercolour for the skin tone. Okay. Rightio. So, also, let's have it down. I'm just trying to put my skin tone colours down. Okay. So I'll just grab my paintbrush and my water. Oops, sorry about the noise. So the first thing I'll do is pop that skin tone down. I love these stamps because they've got that sketch detail in them, and they're not perfect. You know, you don't have to be perfect with them. They're not, you know, something that you have to think, oh, it's a fine work of fine art. It's you can carry on being as sketchy with it as well. So that's the skin tone down. I'm just going to use the light blue first from the oxides. I'm just going to put, I do like working with the oxides. I like using them with paint because they're quick as well. I mean, I love my watercolor, I love any watercolors. I love my Himi watercolors. But I need to do a new tray of those, which I'll do tonight, and start working with them tomorrow. I'm just going with the dark blue now. Yeah, so the oxides are brilliant. The only thing you've got to be mindful of with the oxides is that they do rehydrate if you spill water on them, because they are water based, and reactivatable, if that's a word. Okay. There we go. So that's the dress, and then just a little bit of the hair, just to bring that in together. And he's done. I'll just pop a little bit of the brown on his shoes so that okay. So once you have done that, I'll just grab that little bit of peach and rose, so I can put, still look like she's got cheeks, like so. So I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is pop a little bit of texture paste on. Okay, this is actually texture paste by Tony, and it is in a store at the moment. If you go over, I don't know if it's on the website yet, but yeah, we've got some fantastic products coming out in the future, so keep your eyes open, particularly for mixed media. Okay, so I'm going to pop one of my favourites stamps by me stencils on, and I'm just going to create some texture. Okay, so straight through there. So this is just, sometimes I'll do this and I'll use the Distress Oxides, but I like to create some height sometimes as well, so I'll pop in there with the texture paste. I mean, that's fab, doesn't it? Okay, so pop some up there so that it uses up that. Try not to get her. Okay, so we've got a little bit left. Let's pop that back in. We're not wasting it. I'm just going to scrape off there where it's just gone onto here, although it doesn't really matter. Okay. Right. So all I'm going to do now is pop on, well, I'm going to dry this off actually. That's another thing about this texture paste as well. You can dry it with your heat gun, so that's brilliant. It's one of the good things about it for me, because I like to get on when I'm doing a project. So just bear with me, I'll dry it off. Okay. So all I'm going to do now is what I usually do. I'm just, before I put the sentiment on, because I'll probably forget after I do, I'm just going to edge the actual card. Okay, it's one of the favourite things that I like to do. Okay, and then I'm just going to bring in my Eureka and pop on that sentiment. Okay. To one side. So I'm just going to lift that and then stamp that down, and then I'll probably just pop some more of that paste at the bottom. So I just wanted to see where it would all kind of come together. I like a nice crisp image, so I do them a few times. Okay, so next step is to pop a little bit more of the texture paste on. So I'm just going to grab, excuse me, got the sniffles today. Right, so I'm just going to grab there and then just a little bit, like so. There we go. A bit more balanced now because there's some in each corner. And that is a quick card. I'll just blast this off, bear with. Okay, so that's just a quick card there. I'm just going to pop it, mat it and layer it up onto a card. And that's for today for you. I hope you're all having a good day. It's actually quite a lovely day today. It's really bright and sunny. So if you can get yourselves out for a walk and a bit of exercise, and I know we're supposed to be stopping in and what have you, but you can go out for some exercise. And keep on crafting. Don't forget, pop onto the Eurekas because there's all sorts on there. Tony's been on there today. I think Carly's popped on her video from this morning, her live. Tony's did a live this morning. Sandra's been on and popped a video on of a gorgeous canvas that she's made. And obviously all our lovely members keep popping all their beautiful makes on as well. So we're all, it's like a little family. We're all together and we're all sharing and what have you, and it's nice, and we're all crafting together. So okay, so that's the card for today. all nice and finished. What I'll do, anyone who comments on it, when I put it up in the Eurekas, I'll do a little draw, and whoever I pick I'll send the card to. So thank you for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe. I do lots of videos, and there are others that you can watch. And I'll get going now, and I'll see you really soon for another quick video on a card making video. Thank you. Bye.